This program is brought to you by the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC.
This is NDDC Today.
Good evening. Nice to see you again. The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, since its establishment some 2 decades ago, has continued to come under intense scrutiny, whether rightly or wrongly, from its many stakeholders in the Niger Delta and beyond. This is in spite of the several giant steps taken by the Commission to actualize its mandate of even and sustainable development of the region. From Edo to Delta to Imo and up to Akwa Ibom and the other constituent states that make up the Niger Delta, the NDDC has made its presence felt through its various projects and programs. Today, we take you to some of these states to see some of these projects and how they are impacting on the benefiting communities. This is NDDC Today. I am Adobe Alex Oni.
I am Tokumbo Oyoride. Welcome to the program.
Edo State, known as the heartbeat of the nation, is a significant contributor of Nigeria's total oil production and one of the 9 constituent states of the Niger Delta region. The state attracts a major percentage of NDDC's projects, which are spread across several communities. Our crew visited Edo recently to see the impact of these projects on their beneficiaries. Here is the report.
Iwioto is an ancient Bini community in Ikpobaoha local government area of Edo State. Situated along the Bini-Sapele-Wari Road, the community is reputed to be as old as the Benin Kingdom itself. Politically, Iwioto is the 6th ward in Ikpobaoha local government area with 54 polling units, making her the largest ward in Nigeria. But with all these attributes, the community had for a long time lacked a good and motorable road network. The situation at some time was said to be so bad that many residents had to relocate out of Iwioto community. Some have even passed on to the great beyond as a result of the flooding the community is constantly subjected to, especially when it rains.
This road is unpassable before. Many houses have fell down here. Many people are homeless, except we that in Highland or over here.
When it rains heavily, those of them there don't sleep with their 2 eyes closed. Sometimes they are woken up with flood water, carrying them with their beds. In fact, there was a particular man who passed on about 2 years ago because of this very incident.
Helpless residents who still reside in the community resorted to self-help to manage the flooding of these roads, but to a large extent this proved ineffective. Thus, the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) intervened and started the construction of the roads with an adequate drainage system. The project was abandoned for some period, but with the decision of the incumbent management of the NDDC to contractors to return to sites to complete abandoned projects, the Iwioto Road has been restarted. As an important community in the entire Benin Kingdom, Iwioto is blessed with a traditional ruler, the Oweoha of Iwioto, who is appreciative of the NDDC gesture to turn around the fortunes of his people for good with the construction of the roads that connect the community.
We are grateful to God. We will thank God, we thank NDDC for hearing our prayer, for coming to help us. We continue to pray for their leader, pray for the contractor who have come to help us.
Another problem that faced Iwioto community had been the menace of armed robbers and kidnappers who took advantage of the poor condition of the roads in the area.
First to our lane is an area where a den of thieves, kidnappers around, so but it was not accessible. But right now we can access it.
A resident of the community who has been living here for over 45 years attests that the flooding was gradually becoming a thing of the past, with the work on these roads reaching an advanced stage, even as he foresees a growth in business and economic activities upon completion of the construction on the roads.
From my hindsight, I know very well that when these roads are done, stores on Sapele Road and major roads are usually very expensive. Many of them will come into the hinterland, to start business. And I'm sure neighborhood business activities will spring up. Because once the roads are good, the next thing is for people to take advantage of it and begin to open stores.
Another resident who could not hide his happiness seeing construction work going on the community roads with the attendant benefits urged the Commission to extend the work to the area where most of the floodwater accumulates.
But the only issue I have now is that place, that Dumes Road. After the flood is coming, where the water is storing, because if that water stored there, it bounce back to this area. So I'm appealing to you people to help us to dig that place.
Even at this stage of work, residents are able to drive around the community with ease, a feat that was virtually impracticable before the intervention of the NDDC.
You can see here now, this is a sandy area. Some vehicle used to disturb the vehicle will not moving freely. But for now, we have seen that vehicles are not more suffering on it anymore. They are moving freely, sir.
I'm very happy now. Cars are passing here now.
Work on these roads has progressed smoothly with the support of the elders and youths of the community, despite the COVID-19 pandemic that has affected virtually every aspect of life in the country and Edo State in particular.
When you people came in now, we are happy. It's a second lockdown to us. We are happy, over happy.
This place now is nice, so I want to thank the NDDC for their project that they are doing here. This is also Omogun Street. You can see they are working here rapidly. So I thank God for this environment. I thank God for all the things that they have been doing.
Construction work on the Iwi-Oto community roads is expected to be completed in a couple of weeks, as over 75% of the project has been achieved.
You can see that we are through with the drain. The drain work is 100% achieved. We are almost through with the earthwork, undermining the rain. We want to start, laying our stone base and rigid pavement.
The people of Iwi-Oto there expressing their appreciation to the NDDC for the projects in their community. This feeling of gratitude is also shared by several other communities in the state who have benefited from NDDC's gesture over the years. And we shall bring you more of such projects in the state in subsequent episodes of the program.
Like we told you in our opening segment, the NDDC has initiated and completed several projects across the Niger Delta, many of which are awaiting commissioning. Now, in line with the decision of the present management of the NDDC to ensure that these projects are commissioned and handed over to the benefiting communities, a committee was set up to actualize this decision. The committee has since set to work and has visited some states in the region to carry out its assignment. Our team was on the entourage of the committee on these visits and filed in this report. The committee is headed by the Director of Project Management of the Commission, Engineer Julius Tonye George. Barely 1 month after the inauguration, some communities in the Niger Delta are already beginning to feel the impact of the committee set up. Recently, Engineer Tonye George and members of his committee visited Abuloma in Port Harcourt local government area of River State to herald the commencement of the inspection of the Commission's projects spread over the 9 Niger Delta states.
The NDDC has, in the last a few years back, completed several projects not known by the public. Even the communities where these projects have been completed do not even know that NDDC has done them. So we have made up records of such projects, and those projects we've categorized them into those ones that are fully completed and ready for commissioning, and those ones that are also completed but with little defects.
Residents of Joe Alagua and Elizabeth Alfred Roads expressed their delight at the visit of the committee to their domain. Speaking during the pre-commissioning inspection by the NDDC officials, a community leader in Aboloma, Mr. Goodluck Jonah, said that the reconstruction of the road was a blessing as it had opened up the area for development.
Before, business activities was low, but now, because of the road, you can see people passing. Because of the road, the sales of land here has increased. Rent has also increased because the place is now passable.
Another resident in the area, Mr. Henry Togwell, observed that the road had made a positive impact on the lives of the people in the area, as well as boosting activities of companies and business enterprises. Togwell, who manages an event center in that neighborhood, emphasized that the NDDC did a good job on the road and remarked that the project added a lot of value to property in the area.
We hope and believe that whenever our client comes for an event, they will not complain about road anymore.
The leader of the inspection team, Engineer Julius Tonye George, stated that the 1.8-kilometer road with rigid pavement spurs had substantially decongested the busy Peter Odili Road, taking traffic to Woji and Akpajo areas of the River State capital.
Today we don't experience traffic again on the Odili Road axis because of the completion of this project. Before now it was a difficult thing to go through Odili Road because this road was not passable.
Tonye George said that the people of the Niger Delta deserved to know about the numerous projects and programs undertaken by the NDDC as an interventionist agency. The director said that the committee would identify all completed projects and get them ready for commissioning and handing over to the benefiting communities.
This project is now completed. We have gone to do the pre-commissioning inspection. We are going back to the office to report to the interim administrator and chief executive officer so that the project can be officially commissioned and handed over to the Abloma community and the state in general so that people can begin to use this road.
The inspection team also visited several road projects in Port Harcourt and Obiakpo local government areas of River State, including the completed internal roads within the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army, Akpamini and Azumini farm roads in Atali community.
This way NDDC, they don't come work this road for us now. Everything now they move smoothly. Even people where they use legs, they work out smoothly. Me where they drive this keke now, the thing they give me joy. My keke they last for me now. Things need to spoil too much for my keke.
We are very excited, and the road is very solid, and it has brought development in the shops, in the buildings, in the lands. Development have come. People are entering the resident, the estate.
From River State, we hop over to Delta State, where the committee also visited and inspected some completed road projects that are awaiting commissioning. In Delta State, some of the projects inspected by the committee include the Akpojewuge Road, Doyambi Lane, Alfred Jonah School Road, Omori Ojigwo Road, Ogene Road, Poultry Road, Eda Road and Osuma Drive in Sapele, all in Sapele local government area, and the Abi Emuno Road in Ndwakwa West local government area. At the completed 4-kilometer long Akpojewuge Road, Doyambi Lane, Alfred Jonah School Road, Omori Ojigbo Road, members of the community expressed their enthusiasm as the NDDC gears up for the commissioning of the road network in the area.
This kind of solid road, they haven't seen it here before. The entire area, this road brought development. As you can see, people were developing their property, which you can see this area that even, let me put it as a kind of river, but they did a very solid work.
The completion of this road has brought much relief to its users, as it now affords them easy movement and a delightful driving experience around the community.
Before, there's no road here, you understand, but you can see right now you can see vehicles flying the road, you understand, so we are so happy about it.
A member of the community also noted that the reconstruction of the road has been a blessing to them, as it has opened up the area for further development.
Everywhere is so good, makes everywhere we enjoy this place. Even my passing here itself, before formerly this place here there was no road here. There was no road here. This place here is an ocean, big bush. But now we are enjoying the place because this road now linked to so many places.
Another project the pre-commissioning committee team inspected for commissioning was the Ogene Road, Poultry Road, Eda Road and Osuma Drive. It is an asphaltic pavement road with a length of 3.299 kilometers and a width of 7.2 meters, complemented with a drain 700 meters long. The project is 100% complete. Before intervention work on the road by the NDDC, this road was a source of worry for its users because of the danger it exposed drivers and bike riders. But all that is in the past, as construction of this road has brought joy to the community and also helped to improve business activities in the area.
Before now, the road is very bad. Mostly this area we are now, there's nothing like anything on top of the road. But now you can see with your own self that the road is well now. Everything, even business. If you can see to this compound now, they have started to change it to stores. All the front now, they're constructing new store because of the development the road have brought to this area.
Another resident observed that the road had been of immense benefit to them and requested for much more of these kind of NDDC projects in Sapele town.
I want to thank the government for good job done. So we need more job like this in the Sapele local government to be done like this again.
The Abi Emundo Road, which connects several communities in 4 local government areas in Ethiop East, Ugeli North, Isoko North and Ndokwa West in Delta State, is another road inspected by the project's completion committee. It is 10.9 kilometers long with a width of 7.3 meters and is already in use by motorists. Thanking the NDDC for its intervention on the road, this resident says he looks forward to the commissioning of the road by the NDDC. Speaking on the activities of the project's completion committee in Delta State, the chairman of the committee, Tonye Douglas, who was represented by the Deputy Director Projects, Monitoring and Supervision, Evyong Madok Evyong, said they were sent by the interim administrator to identify all completed projects in the state and get them ready for commissioning and handing over to the benefiting communities for use. He observed that the projects inspected in the state had added immense value to the existence of the benefiting communities.
The projects we've seen today, it's commendable. It's commendable. Of course, you don't only praise the contractors, you praise us also, the supervisors, the project monitoring and supervision team that supervises these contractors. They also are doing a good job because they're the ones that ensure that the standards and the qualities are met. Yes, we want to advise them to keep it up, to continue to improve on the standards, and we, the commission, within the available resources, we do our best to ensure that they have value for what they are giving to us.
Akwa Ibom State also played host to the project's pre-commissioning committee, and the team inspected some roads and school projects constructed by the NDDC to the delight of the beneficiaries.
The first site visited is the Internal Road and Mini Bridge project in Asating Ibiono in Ibiono local government area. The people here are predominantly farmers who before now had challenges transporting their farm produce to urban cities for better deals as a result of bad access roads. Residents of Assating community expressed their feelings about the NDDC road and bridge projects that have turned their fortunes around for good.
Before now, we are unable to trace to the main road. The road was not motorable. So, in just some years back, they came in, they commenced the construction. We want to thank God for the contractor that handles the job. They did a nice job.
Everything we can now move whatever we produce in the hinterland to the market. We can now get to wherever we want, because you know we can trek from here and get to the express road. Before it was not possible.
The story is not any different in Ifarikot Okonetoi Uyo, where the NDDC team inspected emergency repairs of Idim Ikok street roads and environs, which have enhanced the mobility of goods and services by farmers and other road users. This project has also improved the safety of entire road users and encouraged the springing up of new housing projects in the community. The road has also mitigated the problem of flooding experienced in the past by the community. Still in Uyo, the committee inspected the emergency repairs carried out on the once failed and unmotorable sections of Atakpa Street Road, which is now fully completed and has improved the well-being and living standards of the people of Afarikot Okpon community. From Atakpa, the team moved to the Shelter Afrique Estate, where residents of Iboro Johnny Street, Shelter Afrique Estate Uyo, have also benefited from the emergency repairs of failed and unmotorable roads. This road serves as a major access to schools and churches, among other public facilities in the estate. According to residents, the roads have enhanced the security of the estate by providing ease of access and movement of law enforcement agents and other security operatives in the area, as well as improved economic and social activities within the estate community.
The last time that I came here, when I started working here, the road was so rough, and it was very difficult for a truck and a vehicle to enter. But I thank God now, the road is very clear and everybody has seen it without being told.
I'm very, very happy because formerly this wasn't how the route was. It was rough, and now it's okay for us to apply, even to take someone across from Shelter to Afaratai. So we are normally using here, you can see AKK passing. That is the route we use to Afara. Sometimes we link to Noate.
The NDDC interventions in Akwa Ibom State are multifaceted and also include the construction and renovation of facilities in educational institutions. Here, in Mbo local government area, the project team inspected the massive renovation work carried out by the Commission in Mbo Comprehensive Grammar School. The project included the construction and furnishing of a block of 6 classrooms, construction of principals and teachers' quarters, all fully furnished for the comfort of the residents. The new classrooms have enhanced the academic performance of the students of Mbo Grammar School, as attested by the Vice Principal of the school. According to him, before the NDDC intervention, the students did not have a conducive learning environment because there were no desks and tables and the roofs leaked over their heads. This made learning uninteresting for the students.
Today we are right now in Ebugu Comprehensive Grammar Secondary School, where you've seen the massive intervention the NDDC has done, beginning from the principal's quarters, fully furnished, the vice principals, and this is a long 6 classroom block, fully fitted. I believe from the testimony of the school vice principal, he has impacted positively already on the learning environment of this school.
A feeling of gratitude from those Akwa Ibomites in the report you just watched. Well, it's our hope and expectation that the pre-commissioning committee will be up and doing to ensure that every completed project in the region is visited and ready for commissioning in no distant time. It is on this note that we've come to the end of our program for the week. From me, it's good night.
See you next week and bye for now.